Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. Now, you know we've been featuring artists inside the Now Morning Show, and this morning we kick off another week of beautiful exhibits courtesy the Art Society of Trinidad and Tobago. This morning I want to present to you artist Joy Luk Pat. Good morning, Joy.
Hi, good morning.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you for leaving some of your work here with us for the week. We appreciate it. But I mean, I think this is the first time we're going to have an artist working with strictly metals.
Well, it's mixed media on
It's
canvas.
mixed media. All right.
Right.
Talk to me.
So I use a lot of different mixed media. It has everything from foam, textile, molding clay, plastics, metal, and then I use metallic paint on top of it as well.
Wow.
To give it that.
How do you
radiant effect.
decide on what you're putting where, or how do you even begin if you're using so much different material?
Oh, it depends. It depends on the theme. It depends on what I want to create. And I love to touch. So when I'm choosing my materials, I would feel it and then just place it on. And it's how it feels, it's how it looks. And I kind of go with the flow.
All right, so let's go through some of the ones that we actually have on set here. Magnificence, which would be this huge tree that we have sitting behind you. Tell me about the materials that you use in that one.
Well, some of it is top secret, but no, but majority of the process is the same, where I would create the design, the concept, and then actually create it. So I'll cut out the materials, glue it. There's a huge drying process with it. Then I would make sure and prime it as well.
Right.
And then
you paint it.
actual process of painting starts. So my surface preparation is very important.
Yeah. How long does that usually take?
It can take a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot of drying time, just to glue and prime as well, and
So-
then just creating the concept.
Yeah, but do you like sit and draw it out beforehand and say this is what I want to do, or as you go the inspiration just
Well, I
builds?
may have like a little doodle, a
Right.
little quick sketch. Sometimes some artists, but I sometimes go and I would study what I'm going to draw. So if I'm going to draw a lantern, I know what the basic elements of a lantern is, or a lotus, etc.
Right. All right, let's get into another one. Carnival is tradition.
Yes.
This is the one with the different carnival characters that we're seeing here in the middle of our set. And tell me, it's obvious I see in Dame Lorraine, I see Midnight Robber, Jab, and is that a peregrine on?
Yes.
Nice. What inspired this one? Well, obviously it's carnival, but why did you choose to do it?
Well, this was for a particular carnival show. And what I wanted to do was really show traditional masks. I really enjoy painting about the culture of Trinidad and Tobago. That is one of the themes that I really enjoy. So
Yeah.
I would have, in this particular piece, carnival. So it is something that I want to showcase. I want to showcase Trinidad and Tobago. I want to, I suppose, raise the bar. Let Trinidad and Tobago be featured and represent Trinidad and Tobago to the best of my ability.
Of course.
Right.
Tell me about the materials you use in this one.
Same thing. It's there's
Top
a lot
secret
of,
too.
but of course, but there's everything: molding clay, fabric, foam, and some different beads as well.
Beads.
Yes, so there are some beads and that I would have used as well.
Wow. We take it for granted when we see some of these things that we don't realize, like you said, it's just weeks of drying sometimes and layering and preparation. And I mean, we get the end results and people might just say, well, that's not for me, or that's not for me. They don't realize how much hard work actually goes into creating
yes,
some of these pieces.
But I enjoy it, so
Yeah.
it's, I suppose, a labor of love.
Is it also therapeutic for you?
Yes, of course. But because when I paint, the world becomes silent and it's just peace. So I create from a very happy, positive space. And
Well, I'm happy to hear that, and I'm very curious as to how that translates to the portal to Venus.
okay, so Portal to Venus, really, it's a doorway,
Right.
right? And that's portal though. And if you look at the details of it, you see elements of peace on it, peace and love. So you'd see like the lotus, you'll see dragonflies, you'll see
Dragonfly.
flowers. And what it is you're actually seeing like a light radiating from behind the door. So it's like when you open the door, there's light
On the other side.
shining on the other side. And it really goes to unconditional love, Venus love. And you can see, and with all the paintings that I have, I use a lot of metallics in it. And it usually symbolizes the light. The light that you shine from within. It's the divine beauty. It is about light.
Nice one. You know, it's refreshing to hear that, because all of these pieces of art look like you can rub your hands over them and get a whole different experience than if you just view them. Are you comfortable with people running their hands over your art?
Well, galleries do not like to hear that. But it is very interesting for me that when I see someone watching my art and then they do this, I'm like, I know, I'm happy because I know that they have just connected to the art. And I'm like, all right, okay, this one touched somebody. And I think that at the end of the day, every artist wants to see that someone has been impacted from the art.
And is engaging with the art as well. All right, this is the huge one that we have on set that's sitting in front of my table. Wealth and happiness. I mean, the things that we all crave in this life, I guess. Is that what it's meant to represent?
Yeah. Well, this one is the Chinese lanterns, right? My background is, well, I'm Chinese. I'm a Trinidadian Chinese, right? My grandparents came from China, and I was born in Trinidad.
Right.
So I'm a Trini.
Trini to the bone.
I'm a Trini, but the thing about it is sometimes I would go to some of the family functions and you would see the lanterns. And I wanted to share that this is also part of the Trinidadian and Tobagonian experience. Yes, our culture. It's a part of a celebration, you know. And I wanted to represent this piece of Trinidad in my art.
Yeah.
And yes, it is about wealth and happiness as well, because it's a celebration.
Yeah. How do you determine in terms of what size it's going to be? Like the carnival ones are much smaller than this one, Wealth and Happiness, or even Magnificence. I mean, Magnificence speaks for itself in terms of the size, but how do you decide on which size you're going to do for which pieces? It
depends on what I'm trying to paint, what I'm trying to do, as well as what show I'm going in. If it's going... if there are specific limitations in the particular exhibit. So all of those things.
So I want to ask you a personal question.
Of course.
I want you to give advice to young creatives who, I mean, you're a creative, your husband is also a creative, you live in the same house.
Yes.
How does that work out, and what advice can you give to young creatives who are thinking, you know, they're trying to navigate life? Because in society, there isn't much room for creative families in terms of how the system is set up. Like, you're going to have to organize your business very strategically. But what advice can you give to young creatives?
Okay, that was a loaded question. Okay, so my husband, Luk Pat, he's a photographer, and I'm a visual artist. We've been married for about 17 years. And the question is, how do we
navigate that life?
It is a very creative lifestyle, and it works together, actually. Even when I'm creating the art, he takes the photos of the art.
Okay.
And we work hand in hand. Even when he's taking photos, and it is an art form, of course, when he takes his photos, I support.
Right.
So it is supporting each other. It is, you know, trying to lift each other up and represent. So we've exhibited together on certain shows as well.
Nice.
And it's helped.
Yeah. Joy, I want to thank you so much for joining us this morning and for sharing your art with us. We're going to keep it on display all week long.
Ooh,
and I hope that you're able to continue watching it on TV every day. But if people want to get in contact with you, how can they do so? If you want to purchase some art or something.
You can contact me on my Instagram at Joy Luk Pat, or on Facebook, Joy Luk Pat Artist, and on my website, easy, joylukpat.art.
That's what we're talking about. Joy, thank you so much. And congratulations
so
on the fantastic work. Please keep it up.
Of course. Thank you.
We take a quick break, guys, and we come back with more inside the Now Morning Show. Stay tuned.